it has been ages since Albion Online actually made a dev talk, man. I tell you, I am so fucking excited in what the plans are for Albion. Whenever I want to say something, I'm just gonna pause the video and say what I think about it. Yeah, that's how we do it. Okay, let's fucking go, guys.
Hello and welcome to another
And guys, if you don't know, this is Robin Hankes.
Albion Online Dev Talk.
Yeah.
Today I want to talk about progress on the Albion Online roadmap and introduce our upcoming content update Into the Fray, which will go live at the start of the next guild season.
So Into the Fray is then the name for the new expansion patch, I think. It's kind of interesting because they say the new patch is coming around mid-late season, and now they say it's coming with the next season. So yeah, I think it's about 1 to 2 more months until this patch is actually coming.
In our roadmap video earlier this year, we talked about wanting to continue what we started last year, to keep improving Albion's open world, to update old content, and to make the game accessible to as many people as possible.
Yeah, hopefully.
We announced many improvements that we're working on, like an overhaul of weapon lines, changes to castles and castle outposts.
So what I know, hello Chubby, hello, how you doing? So from what I know is they are gonna put new sound effects to weapons and such, and they want to overwork some weapons which are kind of underused, like arcane staffs in general, and maybe the oath breakers, you know. So that's what they are planning to do.
Expanding the royal cities into the Outlands, and a revitalization of the Crystal League. At the same time,
to be fair, I don't really care about Crystal League, but I really look forward in like introducing that, because I think many people are just not being motivated in doing crystals right now. Yeah, in castles, it's kind of I don't know how the layout for the castle looks, but I think many ZVZ players will actually like it.
dedicated to solo players. We also introduced our plans for dynamic in-game events that would add variety to daily
What's
gameplay.
This? What have you seen? What is this? Some new kind of tree? So I assume this is like a tier 7 tree. So what they did is just like reskinning it. Kind of interesting.
Add variety to daily gameplay in Albion. Work on all of these features is underway, but as we were working on them, we realized that there's too much to do in one update, and that some of this content has a direct impact on guild seasons. We didn't want to make you wait for one more season, so we decided to focus Into the Fray on content that is either already finished or directly related to the guild season, while other features are still being worked on and are receiving the extra time they need to shine and will be released in upcoming patches and updates. So what will Into the Fray contain? The first major feature in the update will be a complete overhaul of the magic staffs, in particular Fire, Holy, Nature, and Cursed staffs. This means new animations, new VFX, new audio, and even all new spells.
So I think with the like reworking these staffs in general, I think it's a good idea. I like it, but to be fair, that's not game changing, right? It's just like, yeah, people may be motivated in running these staffs like they didn't before, but yeah, it's not like really game changing at all.
Arcane and Ice Staff users don't need to worry, however. Their weapon lines will also receive the same treatment in a patch shortly after the release of the update. The second major feature will be the introduction of the Crystal Arena, an arena mode using Crystal League match rules, as well as the start of a non-lethal Crystal League in addition to the existing lethal Crystal.
So what I think SBI wants to do with the non-lethal Crystal is to motivate player in doing crystals, I think. I don't know how crowded crystals are, but I think with the timers, people sometimes have hard times actually joining crystals, and Yeah, maybe they trying to introduce more people into that, but yeah, like me personally, I'm not a big fan of crystals, but it's like a huge thing for Albion, right? If you like to mess your skill with others, to others, yeah. Let's
Competitive
see.
5 versus 5 PvP has long been a staple of Albion Online. But in recent years, it has suffered from being too challenging to get into, so by introducing these non-lethal modes of play, we hope to encourage many new players to build up the skills to test their mettle in the Crystal League and the Crystal League Championship. The third big feature to look forward to with Into the Fray is the overhaul of castles and castle outposts. Castles are receiving a complete update to their graphics, layouts, and battle flow.
Okay, so the castle looks fucking dope. Let me tell you that. It looks fucking dope. Can you see, wait, I will do this. Can you see there's like a catapult? Can you see that? So, maybe we get some artillery for a castle, which is kind of cool. Like I said, I'm not into ZVZ, but this shit looks fucking awesome. Yeah, it looks really cool, man.
And both outposts and castles are receiving all new loot chests, which will be available multiple times throughout the day to drive constant action. And the fourth big addition will be the introduction of a dynamic event system, which adds
what
daily
is this?
events.
What the fuck? Okay. Daily solo dungeoneering. 20 plus 20% fame in solo dungeons for about a day. Daily production bonuses, 10 plus 10% food plus 10% ore. That is super cool. I really like having daily events in Albion. Yeah, like the adventurous challenge right here. It's like we had that before. Faction warfare campaign, we had that before, and the conquerors challenge. Okay, we had that before as well. So these are not new, but just the UI is new. But the daily events, they look kind of dope.
To the world of Albion. These events promote engagement with particular features like Hellgates or open world dungeons and provide daily changing crafting bonuses, adding additional market fluctuation and dynamics to the game. Into the Fray will also make traveling into the Outlands far more convenient and less daunting to new players. The new portal towns offer a safe arrival point in the Outlands, allowing you to plan your journey from there without the risk of getting killed while learning about the invisibility shrines. And the new journey back ability on mounts cuts back on tedious walk times when returning from a long trip into the world of Albion.
So we need to talk about this, right? SPI said, I think it was about 2 or 3 months ago. Yeah, let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about this. They asked how people would find the idea in like teleporting from the black zone and to the home zone. At first, when I was reading this, I was like, no man, that's a fucking shit idea. I don't like it because like it's some part of the Albion concept, like risking your stuff and like transporting and such. But I've thought about it, and let me tell you what. Especially while streaming and especially as a solo player, I fucking hate it when I need to waste 30 minutes or maybe 1 hour of my life being deep in the black zone and don't know how to go back and then maybe get killed by a bigger group. I tell you, it's so annoying. And with this feature, I think people will be more motivated, especially solo and small scale player, to go into the black zone and waste a lot of time. So I think with this introduction we have more content. I think we have more content, and I think it's a really, really cool idea. Yeah, you may say it's a bullshit idea, but I try to see it from a different perspective, because there are many people actually not going into the black zone just because of these reasons, you know. And I mean, if we want content in the black zone, and if people like are motivated in going into the black zone, I think that's a good idea. So people kill a mammoth, got cup, and they teleport back home. Mammoth prices are going down soon. Yeah, I mean, that's something I don't really care about the prices, so me especially. And let me tell you what, guys, the market is always manipulated by people who are very, very rich. So we could talk about this as well. Of course, it will like reduce prices. Sure, it will. But what I care about the most is having content, like killing people, you know, and that's all I care about. How big is the time which you have to wait and teleport to town? I'm not really sure. They haven't showed that. Only like the
Arrival
small
point in the outpost,
animation
allowing
for
you to
that.
plan
Wait, where is it?
allow without the outbreak. Going back on tedious walk on mounts cuts back.
Yeah, so I think it's maybe about 8 seconds long. Like when you like teleport out of a dungeon. I think it may be like this. Guys, I think it's like super important to know that it's like the most important thing in the general aspect of the game, connecting people to the game. And I tell you, if a new player comes into Albion and he's going to the Black Zone and he's dying with like 2 millions worth of loot and it's really much money for this dude and he's just getting killed by a big blob, you know how that feels, right? You're being solo and you get killed by a big blob. He just quits the game. He just quits the game and he doesn't want to play anymore. So tell me, guys, what's a good solution for that? A good solution for that would be getting these people and show them that they are safe. So Albion Online keeps the new player base, and I think that's so important. And if we have more players into the game, we, of course, SBI will receive more money, which means more patches, more content. So tell me, what's wrong about that? Tell me. I mean, you still get the fights, you know? You still have fights. It's not like they fight and then just teleport. It's not like that. And I tell you guys, as a veteran player who actually enjoys solo content in Albion Online, I fucking hate transporting. I fucking hate it. It wastes so much time, man. Like if I would go like now into the back zone and transport every shit I have, it would take ages, you know? It would just take ages, which I don't have the time to do. And most people are like casually into the game and they just don't want to waste their time into like transporting shit. Blackstone crafting meta, I guess. Pog. Yeah, it already is, man. It already is. I don't think there's like, yeah, maybe there is an impact on that. Sure, there will be, but it already is. It already is, man. And what is about players who are crafting things in hideouts and then they just teleport? So let's continue in what we have.
Tedious walk times when returning from a long trip into the world of Albion. Next, the update will introduce a whole new way to celebrate your PvP victories. Victory emotes will allow you to leave your personal mark on your defeated
That's so fucking cool. I fucking love it. That's so cool.
Opponents with the first set of emotes available via Twitch drops, which you'll be able to earn by
available via Twitch drops, guys. This is fucking awesome. So you get some nice designs for killing someone just by watching streams.
Watching one of our many content creators on Twitch. Finally, Into the Fray will come with a large number of convenience improvements, including training dummies on your islands, party UI.
Oh, I have been looking forward to this introducement because I always wanted to test how my damage looks like. I always wanted to test that. And besides doing a duel to someone, yeah, it just was not possible to do. That's really cool.
Improvements, a muted player's UI,
so, what's happening here? Party settings, small view. Sort by. Oh, finally, we can like we can now adjust some UI. Show mount health, hide party. You can even hide the party. That's cool. That's a really cool life improvement.
Muted player's UI and tooltips for zone exits.
What is this? Muted players. Okay. So you can only mute 150 players. Okay.
Tips for zone exits, to name a few.
What is this?
To name a few.
Huh?
To name a
Someone is showing here. Biome. Okay. Biome step. Tier 5 zone type black region.
few.
Okay, it just says what's happening in the zone, so we already know this, right?
As for the rest of our roadmap features, don't worry, we haven't forgotten about them. We know many of you are excited about the solo experience of the Mists, and many of you are looking forward to a new Guild Finder UI.
Please.
We're working on these and more, but we couldn't quite get them to the level of quality we wanted for the start of the next season.
Okay.
So expect to hear more about them once the next season has kicked off. In the meantime, stay tuned for more dev talks coming soon, in which we'll explore all of the features coming with the Into the Fray update in depth. See you there.
Okay, so far, we haven't gotten the Mist content and everything like stays the same. We are first going to open world, maybe with the teleport through the black zone. Maybe we have some new guys actually joining the black zone. Maybe we will find more content. We don't know yet. I really look forward into the Twitch drops, guys.